नमस्कार. सिम्पली स्पोर्टाच्या आयच्या या खाशेल्या कार्यावळीन तुमकां सगळ्यांक येवकार. अशें म्हणटात की स्पोर्ट्स आनी शिक्षण हे दोन्ही मनशाक घडयता. आमच्या गोंयांत बरेचशे असे स्पोर्ट प्लेयर आसात जेंच्यांनी ह्या स्पोर्ट्सान करियर म्हणून ऑप्शन घेवन आपलें नांव कमयलां. आयज आमच्या वांगडा कमी पिरायेचे एक अशें मानेस्त आसा जेणे कमी वयानूच आपल्या पुराय देशान गोंयाचें नांव व्हड केलां. आयज आमच्या वांगडा आसा पर्ल कोलवाळकर.
गोवा हे एक अशें राज्य ज्या राज्यान फुटबॉल हो प्रचलीत खेळ, पूण पर्ल कोलवाळकर हेणी प्रथा मोडत सेलिंग आणि सर्फिंग अशा वेगळ्या खेळ प्रकारांत नांव कमयलें. पर्ल हेणे मेहनतीच्या बळाचेर अनेक ठिकाणी मेडल्स आणि पुरस्कार प्राप्त केल्यात. दोन 2018 तेका तेन्नाची गोंयची राज्यपाल मृदुला सिन्हा कडल्यान गर्ल चायल्ड प्रोडिजी कॅटेगरीत 2018चो ऑर्किड पुरस्कार मेळिल्लो. तशेंच 2018नूच तेका पुणेच्या नॅशनल डिफेन्स अकॅडमीत यंगेस्ट हेल्प हो पुरस्कार मेळिल्लो. 2020 तेका देशांतलो भुरग्यां खातीरचो सर्वोच्च पुरस्कार प्रधानमंत्री राष्ट्रीय बाल पुरस्कार राष्ट्रपती कडल्यान प्राप्त जाल्लो. सध्या पर्ल हे पणजेच्या शारदा मंदिर स्कुलान शिकता. भविष्यांत ऑलिंपिकात देशाक भांगराळ पदक मेळवून दिवपाचें तेचें स्वप्न आसा.
पर्ल, तुका आयच्या ह्या कार्यावळीन येवकार.
Thank you for inviting me here. It's an honor to be a part of this program.
पर्ल, तुका पयलो हांव क्वेश्चन विचारपाक सोदता की गोवा इज नोन फॉर फुटबॉल, बट तुवें एक वेगळो स्पोर्ट एक घेतलो जो म्हणजे सेलर. सो कसो घेतलो तुवें तो स्पोर्ट?
हांव 10 वर्साचें आशिल्लें. दोनापावलान एक कॅम्प आशिल्लो. ताजे खातीर हांव गेल्लें. 5 दिसांचोच कॅम्प आशिल्लो. तर म्हाका खबर नाशिल्लें की हांव सेलिंगान वतलें म्हण. तेन्ना अशीच एक समर कॅम्प म्हण हांव गेल्लें. पण म्हाका स्विमींग म्हाका येनाशिल्लें आनी म्हाका समुद्र अजिबात आवडनाशिल्ली. पण तरी पूण म्हाका मम्मीन फोर्स केलें म्हण हांव गेल्लें. तर तेच कॅम्पा वयल्यान सगळें सुरू जालें. कित्याक जेन्ना हांव ते कॅम्पान गेल्लें, पाणयेन गेल्लें तेन्ना म्हाका अशी दिसलें की म्हाका आवडलें. आनी मागीर जेन्ना हांव म्हजो विंडसर्फ बोर्ड म्हाका दिलो, हांव बोर्डार चडून हांवें विंडसर्फींग करून एक रावंड करून आयलें तेन्ना म्हाका दिसलें की म्हाका बरें दिसलें की फायनली म्हजो भंय आसा तो पाणयेचो तो थोडोसो तरी गेलो. आनी म्हाका थोडें कम्फर्टेबल लागूंक दिसलें पाणयेन. सो म्हाका दिसलें की आनी थोडें हांव विंडसर्फींग करतलें, म्हजो पाणयेचो तरी भंय वतलो. पूण मागीर म्हाका कळ्ळें की म्हाका विंडसर्फींग खूब आवडटा. आनी हांवें तो कॅम्प 5 दिसांचो आशिल्लो, पूण हांवें ताजो नंतरचो कॅम्प सुद्दां घेतलो. सो तशी विंडसर्फिंगान हांव आयलें. ताजे नंतर नेक्स्ट इयर सेलिंगाचो कॅम्प आशिल्लो नेवीन. तो नेवीचो कॅम्पान हांव म्हजो सेलिंग करियर, सेलिंग आनी विंडसर्फींग 2 डिफरंट स्पोर्ट्स आसा. विंडसर्फींग बोर्ड आनी सेल बरोबर आसा आनी सेलिंग इज बोट. इट्स अ बोट एंड अ सेल. तर ते सेलिंगाच्या कॅम्पान हांव नेक्स्ट इयर गेल्लें. थंय 3 दिसच कॅम्प केले हांवें आनी मागीर म्हाका NDA नॅशनल डिफेन्स अकॅडमी पुणे खडकवासला थंय एक चॅम्पियनशीप आशिल्लें एंटरप्रायज क्लासान. तातूंत हांवें भाग घेतिल्लें आनी थंय म्हाका यंगेस्ट गर्ल हेल्म अवॉर्ड मेळ्ळी.
ओके. सो हालीं तुका बायजूस यंग जिनियस सीझन 2 इंटरव्यू तुजो केल्लो. सो रवी दहिया तुज्या वांगडा आसलो. कसो आसलो एक्सपिरियन्स तेंच्या वांगडा?
पयलीं म्हळ्यार खूब इन्स्पायरींग आशिल्लें. कित्याक रवी दहिया जी ऑलिंपीक सिल्वर मेडलिस्ट, ताणें ऑलिंपिक्सान सिल्वर मेडल जिखला आनी ते पयलींच इंडिया खातीर खूब व्हडलें हें. आनी म्हाका ताका मेळूंक मेळ्ळें. खूब इन्स्पायर जालें कित्याक हांवें ताजे सगळे मॅचीस पळयल्ले आनी हांव ताका मेळून हांव खूब मोटिवेट जालें. आनी ताणें म्हाका सांगलें की ताणें सुद्दां थंय हांवें थोडे क्वेश्चन्स वगैरे विचारिल्ले. ताणें म्हाका खूब मोटिवेट केलें आनी हय म्हाका हांव खूब एक्सायटेड जालें ताका मेळूंक पयलीं म्हणल्यार कित्याक आमकां सांगूंक नाशिल्लें थंय की खंयचे सेलिब्रिटी येता इतलें खबर आशिल्लें की एक सेलिब्रिटी गेस्ट येता पण कोण येता म्हूण म्हाका खबर नाशिल्लें म्हाका दिसलें एक एक्टर नाल्यार कोण तरी येतलें पण जेन्ना म्हाका कळलें की रवी दया सर येतात म्हण म्हाका खूब शॉक सारको जालो कित्याक तो खूब आय मीन जे ताणें अचीव केलां तें खूब व्हडलें आसा आनी हांव सुद्दां आय होप की हांव सुद्दां एक दीस ताणें जें अचीव केलां तें अचीव कर सकूं सेलिंगान.
ओके सेलिंगान वी सी डिफरंट टायप्स सो वॉट आर द टायप्स यू एन्जॉय?
In sailing, we have different types of classes. Like sailing and windsurfing, they are two different things. So in sailing, you have the optimist class, which is for till children of ages to till 15 years old. Then you have the laser 4.7, which is for youth laser. Then you have laser radial, which is for women's, and laser standard, which is for men. Then you have double handlers like the 420, the 470, the 29er, the 49er, the NACRA 17, the NACRA 15, and these are all the racing boats which are there in India. But out of India, there are big boats also like the J24 and stuff like that, where many it's a boat where there are many people in it, like around 5-6 sailors who can sail it, the crew. But the boat I sail right now is the laser. I sail the laser 4.7 and the laser radial, the youth and the women's class, both the classes. And I have also sailed the Opti, the Enterprise, the 29er, and yeah, that's all I've sailed in sailing. And in windsurfing also there are different classes. You have the Techno 293 one design. Then you have, that's the youth class, and in that itself there are 3 different sail sizes, that's 5.8, 6.8 and 7.8. And then there's 8.5, which is for again till that's an open class. Then you have your RS1, RSX, and then foiling. So these are the different classes in windsurfing, which are competitive in India.
Okay, who was your inspiration?
When I started windsurfing and sailing, I didn't really have an inspiration. But as I got into sailing and as I started sailing competitively, then I had a mentor. His name was Commander SV sir that time. So his son, he is also a very he's a good sailor, and also he's an all-rounder in different things, and he's also an inspiration. But right now, as of now, the only Indian girl who has ever gone to the Olympics, Netra Kumanan, she's my inspiration.
Okay. So when you were receiving the award of Pradhan Mantri Rashtriya Bal Puraskar, so how was your feelings?
Basically, it was actually a really honorable. I felt really honored to receive the Pradhan Mantri Rashtriya Bal Puraskar because it is received by all the people who have achieved. It's the highest it's the highest award a child can get in India. So on 22nd, when we had to go to the Rashtrapati Bhavan. I was super excited when they told us that when the bus left, it left early in the morning at 7 and we all were together. And we reached there, and then there was this rehearsal. We also met the Honorable Vice President, and when the Honorable President came in, the national anthem was played after, and that was a really solemn moment. And then we all received our medals, and it all happened so systematically, and it was so it was such a big thing. that time I really didn't understand what I was feeling, but I was feeling a lot of things at the same time. And afterwards, even the next day when we went to PM House to meet the Honorable Prime Minister, he was super friendly with all of us, and he gave us a very inspiring and motivating speech. And yeah, it was really amazing. And then even I also got to be a part of the Republic Day parade, which is a huge thing, as I always saw it on TV, and being a part of it was something, it was really amazing.
Okay. So you said that your parents motivated you. So how do you think is the importance of parent support in any of the profession?
Parent support is something which is very, very important. And normally, parents don't support their kids into sports, because in India, it's mostly the parents are inclined towards studies, which makes a lot of sense. But also, if a child wants to pursue sports, I think parent support is very important, because how much ever interest a child has in a sport, without his parent support, he can't do anything. He can't move ahead, because finally someone has to, because at the end of the day he's still a child, or he or she's still a child. So the parent has to take them, or has to put in some kind of effort, so that it becomes easier for the child to pursue whatever he or she has to do.
Okay. You also said that you want to be a doctor and also sailing. So how you will manage both the things?
I honestly do not have any idea how I'm going to manage both, but like I might have to take a year or two break from studies if I want to focus on sailing. If so, I'll probably be taking a year or two off from studies, so that I can like for my I want to go for the Olympics. So to qualify for the Olympics, I'll have to give in fully dedicated training towards that. So I can't allow studies to come in the middle, because then my mind will be diverted.
Okay.
So, but at the same time, I mean, there is no end date to studies, so you can always study whenever you want to. But yes, there is an expiration date for sports, because then after a point of time, your body won't, it won't be with you. Like you need the fitness also, right, for sailing.
Okay. You are trained by Army Yachting Knot. So tell us something about that.
I train with the army, so it's all very strict over there. So everything is really disciplined. We wake up at 5, and then we have our workout session from 6 to 8, and then in the mess only we have breakfast, which is it's all very healthy, and then we have some classes and stuff. Sometimes they tell us notes and different things about sailing classes, and after which we go out on water at 1, and we sail at 5:30, and then we come back, wash the boats, and keep everything, we secure everything, and then yeah. But it's in the army, everything is super disciplined, so we do everything on time, and it's always the learning curve in the army is actually pretty steep, because over there you are focused, and you are disciplined, and you are dedicated, and there's nothing to distract you. So it's a really nice atmosphere and an environment to train in.
Besides sailing, what are the other activities you love to do?
I also play the piano. I play the guitar, the harmonium, and these are the 3 musical instruments I play. And I'm also into different sports as well. But I used to play those sports before I came into sailing. Once I came into sailing, I left those sports. I used to play basketball, badminton, TT, and I also used to do horse riding, and yeah, that's cricket as well. So yeah, And in piano, I'm in grade 6 currently. I've been promoted to grade 7. And in grade 6, I got 95% from Trinity College London.
Okay. You have achieved so far so much that are you planning to make it as your career option in future?
Yes, I want to make it a career option, but with sailing, I also want to become a doctor.
Okay.
And sailing does have an expiration date because you can't be competitive after a certain age. So I want to pursue sailing for as long as I can, but at the same time, I want to even become a doctor.
Okay. So one more question I want to ask you, that pre-sailor and after sailor, what differences you found?
Yes, I have become much more disciplined after coming into sailing, and because I have been in the national level, and it's a different atmosphere. But before sailing, also I have been into sports. I have been into sports for, I think, all my life. So it's not much of a difference. But yes, coming into sailing has made life more disciplined, and it's more serious. Sailing is
Okay.
when it comes to sailing.
Okay. How sailing helped you in your studies?
Sailing is actually it's a brainy sport actually. It's both. You have to use your brains and brawn.
Okay.
So sailing helps you think quick. So it helps with your logical thinking, and also it keeps your presence of mind. So in studies, a few of these things have helped me, but I would say it's all different, but at the same time it's all the same thing when it comes to the end, because in studies also you have competition, and basically it's just sailing has taught me how to be disciplined. So in studies as well, it's taught me how to manage my time and how to so.
Okay. You are currently studying in school. So जेन्ना वेगवेगळे भुरगे वेगवेगळ्या क्लासींतले भुरगे तुका मेळटात, तुज्या वांगडा उलयतात, कशें दिसता?
सगळे नॉर्मलच आसा, तशी काही डिफरंट ना. सगळे म्हजे फ्रेंड्स सगळे नॉर्मलच आसा. जस्ट बिकॉज हांव सेलिंग करता डजंट मीन की कोणी म्हाका डिफरंट ट्रीट करता, तशी कांयच ना. Everyone is normal, and it's like normal. Everything it's not different.
ओके. जशें आमी पयलें की पॅन्डेमिकाचो काळ आसलो, लॉकडावन आसलें, अशा वेळाचेर तूं हाव यू मॅनेज्ड युअर प्रॅक्टीस सेशन्स?
The thing is, I didn't manage my practice sessions because they didn't happen as much. In windsurfing, I did do windsurfing by myself in Goa for a bit, but I couldn't really sail. So I had this huge 2-year gap in sailing because of COVID, but then in those 2 years, I did windsurfing. So I kind of balanced it out. But there weren't really any championships happening in 2020. So it was tough, but at the same time there wasn't much you could do, because even the studies part of it was all happening online, and there were hardly any exams being held. So it was, I think 2020 and 2021 was more of, it was a really it was like a chill kind of a year, but at the same time during those 2 years I worked out on my fitness and stuff, so at the same time.
Okay. One more question is that many a times we see the people who are into sports or into who are in the school or colleges, they back down because in the sports because they feel that there is no scope in sport, or they feel that there is no good profession in sport. So what do you want to give the message to the such kind of people?
Basically, if you put in your 100% in whatever you're doing, even if it's any other sport, yes, the competition is very high, and it is high in all sports. It's not just high in that sport. So, but if you put in your 100%, if you are fully disciplined, and if you believe in yourself, then you can achieve anything.
Okay. How was your parents' reaction and your family's reaction when they came to know that you want to be a sailor?
Um, my family, there wasn't really a reaction. It was basically, it was my mom and it was my parents only who pushed me into that sport in the first place. So they've always been there and they have been supporting me throughout every step in my journey. And yeah, I am here. I am wherever I am. I'm here because of my mom, my dad, and my grandmom's support, especially my mom's, because she's the one who takes me for all my nationals, and she's always with me throughout the entire sailing, anything, wherever I go.
Okay. What are your upcoming events that you are going to participate in?
Right now, because of boards, I am missing a few events.
Okay.
But the next event I will be participating in is in Hyderabad.
Okay.
So yeah, that's nationals again.
पल तुवें आमच्या स्टुडियोन आपलो मोलादीक वेळ आमकां दिलो आणि तुजी पूर्ण जर्नी आमकां सांगली त्याबद्दल तुजे मनपूर्वक आभार.
Thank you so much for inviting me over here.
तर हे असले आमच्या वांगडा पर्ल कोरवाळकर हू इज अ विंड सर्फर अँड सेलर. अशाच प्रकारचे वेगवेगळे स्पोर्ट्स पर्सनॅलिटीज आम्ही तुमच्या मुखार घेऊन येत रावतले. तोपर्यंत पळयत रावात प्रुडंट.